Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. John Solomon says FBI never told Congress Aussie Diplomat whose tip triggered Russia probe is linked to the Clinton Foundation. According to a new report, the FBI failed to brief congressional investigators on ties between former Australian Foreign Minister Alexander Downer, the diplomat whose tip prompted the Russia probe, with the Clinton Foundation. Now, John Solomon of The Hill reports says former Australian Foreign Minister Alexander Downer's role in securing $25 million in aid from his country to help the Clinton Foundation fight AIDS is chronicled in a decade-old government memos archived on the Australian Foreign Ministry's website. Now, Downer and the former President Clinton jointly signed a memorandum of understanding in February 2006 that spread out the grant money over 4 years for a project to provide screening and drug treatment to AIDS patients in Asia. Now, Downer, now Australia's ambassador to London, provided the account of a conversation with Trump campaigner advisor George Papadopoulos at a London bar in 2016 that became the official reason the FBI opened the Russia counterintelligence probe. But lawmakers say that the FBI didn't tell Congress about Downer's prior connection to the Clinton Foundation. Republicans say that they are concerned the new information means nearly all of the early evidence the FBI used to justify its election year probe of Trump came from sources supportive of the Clintons, including the controversial Steele dossier. Now, according to reports, the FBI is investigating millions of mishandled taxpayer dollars funneled to the dubious nonprofit from Australian taxpayers. Now, Zero Hedge reports, it says that the FBI has asked retired Australian policeman turned investigative journalist Michael Smith to provide information he has gathered detailing multiple allegations of the Clinton Foundation receiving tens of millions of mishandled taxpayer funds, according to LifeZet. Now, I have been asked to provide the FBI with further and better particulars about allegations regarding improper donations to the CEF funded by Australian taxpayers, Smith told the LifeZet. Now, of note, the Clinton Foundation received some $88 million from Australian taxpayers between 2006 and 2014, reaching its peak in 2012 and 2013, which was coincidentally Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard's last year in office. Now, Smith named several key figures in his complaints of malfeasance, including Bill and Hillary Clinton, and multiple Australian government officials, including senior diplomat Alexander Downer, whose conversation with Trump aide George Papadopoulos that Russia had dirt on Hillary Clinton allegedly launched the Trump-Russia investigation, as opposed to the Fusion GPS dossier, of course. Now, the news comes amid a recent report by Solomon alleging the FBI is launching a new investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Now, is this the probe Solomon was referring to? One report after another from various media outlets have shown strange coincidences involving the Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation would receive huge donations from donor X, only to have donor X magically get favorable decisions by Hillary Clinton's State Department around the same time. Now, the Australian reports the so-called tip from Downer. Says the New York Times reported overnight that Mr. Downer, the Australian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, had a heavy night of drinking with Mr. Papadopoulos at the Kensington wine rooms in May of 2016, when Mr. Papadopoulos mentioned that Russia was shopping dirt on Mr. Trump's rival Hillary Clinton. Now, Mr. Papadopoulos had been told the information about 3 weeks earlier that Moscow had thousands of emails that would embarrass Miss Clinton, stolen in an effort to damage her run for the U.S. presidency. He had learned the information from a Maltese professor, Joseph Mifsud, now who had many high-level Russian contacts. When he met Mr. Downer, he then opened up about Mrs. Clinton's dossiers. Now, the New York Times claims that the Australian intelligence officials passed Mr. Downer's information to their American counterparts when leaked Democrat Party emails emerged some 2 months later. Now, that sparked the FBI investigation about Russia's interference in the election, which has developed into the inquiry led by Special Counsel Robert Mueller and the witch hunt we have today. So be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below and tell me how you feel about this report. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's make America great again. Peace.